There's one mistake that nearly every man makes when hugging a woman, and the dangerous part? He doesn't even know he's doing it. He thinks he's being respectful, polite, careful, safe. But in her mind, that exact behavior destroys attraction. Not slowly, not over time, instantly. And once that feeling is there, it's hard to undo. You can't talk your way out of it. You can't explain it. You can't fix it with words. Because attraction doesn't start with what you say. It starts with how she feels around you, how your presence makes her feel. And here's the truth that most men aren't ready to hear. You can say all the right things. You can be funny, you can be confident, you can be successful. But if your presence feels wrong, none of it matters. You see, women don't fall for logic, they fall for feeling. And a hug? A hug is one of the fastest ways to create that feeling. Or destroy it in seconds. In the world of attraction, a hug is powerful. It's a physical exchange, but one that holds so much emotional weight. So, if you've ever found yourself in a situation where everything seemed to be going well, the conversation flowing, she's smiling, engaged, interested, and then suddenly she pulls away, becomes colder, more distant, less responsive, and you don't know why, this is often the reason. You may be replaying every word you said, looking for the mistake, but the issue wasn't something you said, it was something you did. It was one small moment, a physical moment, that changed everything. And almost no one talks about it. Let me explain what's really happening beneath the surface. When you touch her, her subconscious takes control. Not her logic, not her thoughts, her instincts. And in less than 4 seconds, her body answers 3 critical questions. 1. Does this man feel safe? 2. Does he have control? 3. Does he know who he is? The fascinating part? She won't consciously analyze these questions. It happens so quickly and intuitively that it's beyond her conscious awareness. But once that feeling is locked in, everything you do after that is filtered through it. Even if you say all the right things afterward, it won't have the same effect. Once the moment has passed, you can't get it back. And once her instincts have locked in their response to you, the connection changes. The truth is, attraction isn't a logical thing. It's emotional. And her emotional response happens almost immediately. The real question is, how do you make sure this moment doesn't work against you? Most men make these same 3 mistakes over and over. And if you understand why they kill attraction, you'll know how to avoid them. Let's break them down. The first mistake is what I call the weak hug. Many men think this is the polite and respectful way to show affection. But in reality, it signals hesitation. Your arms barely touch. Your body leans away instead of leaning in. There's almost no pressure. Sometimes it's the classic side hug, just one arm, hardly any contact. What you think is being respectful, her subconscious reads as uncertainty. He's unsure. He's holding back. He doesn't feel grounded. And the deeper issue? You're not leading the moment. You're reacting, holding back. But attraction doesn't grow in hesitation. It grows in certainty, in presence. When you hesitate, you lose that moment of building attraction. She may not even understand why she feels differently, but her body does, and it will start to distance itself emotionally. Once that happens, everything else that follows will feel disconnected, no matter what you say. The second mistake is the overcompensating hug. This happens when a man tries too hard. He tries to prove something. He thinks that by squeezing tighter or hugging longer, he's showing strength and confidence. But this is just as damaging. An overcompensating hug is intense, too tight and too long. It's too much too soon. What you think is showing strength is actually creating discomfort. The pressure becomes invasive, unbalanced, and overbearing. It doesn't feel masculine. It feels out of control and uncomfortable. When you rush into the moment with too much force, she will feel that instantly. And the moment she feels uncomfortable or overwhelmed, she'll emotionally retreat. Attraction drops instantly. The third mistake, and one most men don't even realize they're making, is the disconnected hug. Physically, you're there, but mentally and emotionally, you're somewhere else. Your body is stiff, your breathing shallow, and your attention is scattered. A disconnected hug feels empty. It lacks presence. She can sense that your mind is elsewhere. This makes her feel like there's no connection. The moment feels weightless. There's no emotional exchange, no true connection. This is the hug where you're physically close, but the emotional distance is enormous. And in the realm of attraction, emotional distance is the enemy. It prevents connection, and without connection, there is no foundation for real attraction to develop. So, what actually creates attraction? The masculine hug. This is the hug that draws her in. It's not about strength. It's not about technique. It's about presence and control. A masculine hug is calm, not rushed, not forced. It's intentional. You don't hesitate. You don't overthink. You lead the moment. Your body is stable. Your feet are grounded. Because when your body is stable, your energy is stable. And she feels that instantly. You're confident. You're in control. Now, let's talk about positioning. You don't just go in blindly. You align your chest with hers. One hand placed firmly between her shoulder blades, the other resting naturally on her back. Nothing random, nothing uncertain. Just controlled. You lead with confidence and make her feel safe. The pressure is consistent. Not too weak, but not overwhelming. Just enough to communicate something powerful without words. When it comes to a hug, breath and timing are crucial. When you hold your breath, your body tightens. Your energy shifts. She feels that. But when you breathe slowly, naturally, with control, your body relaxes. That calm energy transfers to her. She feels safe without needing to think about it. Timing also matters. The ideal hug lasts for 2 to 4 seconds. Not rushed, not lingering, just long enough for her subconscious to register the connection. The way you end the hug is just as important as how you start it. Many men make the mistake of pulling away too quickly or awkwardly, breaking the moment. A man with true presence, however, will end the interaction the same way he started it, calmly, with control, and with intention. You release slowly. Maintain eye contact. A slight, relaxed smile. Then, you step back, but without losing the connection. That moment, that's what stays with her. Not your words, not your jokes, not your personality. It's the feeling. Every physical interaction is a signal, a preview into who you are, without saying anything. Most men don't understand this, but once you do, everything changes. Attraction isn't about what you say. It's about the small details done with awareness. Once you start seeing this, you can't unsee it. If this video helped you see attraction in a new light, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below sharing your thoughts. Have you ever experienced a moment like this? Let's talk about it.